Are we live?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, okay, good.
Here we
good.
go.
Welcome to episode 26 of the Crime Alley Cats and cast. And
Oh, you were right the
with
first
me,
time. Did you check if
me-
we're recording?
Yeah. Oh, we're live right now. We're
Okay.
going.
All right,
well,
good.
I'm making sure we checked it.
with me today, as always, you have all the way on the left side of your screen highlighted in red because he's a fan of. Nah, he's not really a fan. Costly. And then we have to my other side.
I'm regretting my vote.
We have the illustrious Mr. Zubaz, and then we have Josh. So welcome to everything. Like yep. And so welcome to this episode. We're gonna go over some fun stuff, some stuff that we want to come to the game, some tunes, and DC Legends as we always do. So Josh is biting his tongue colors on our so boxes, hard right now. He did put the wrong colors on our boxes.
Oh, you guys are all in the wrong colors. I did not.
I'm cosplaying my favorite purple border today. So, yeah. All right. What's the first step on the agenda here, Josh?
Hang on here.
We're live.
This I can fix this.
Hey, it wouldn't be a CA cast without some kind of technical difficulties.
There's no technical difficulties. Everything's fine.
Do it live.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I just did the entire intro incorrectly but anyways. Category number 1, roll the tape.
Raid recap. So raids literally finished today.
Like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
4 hours ago.
Yeah. Yep. So they finished today.
I mean, it really finished like a day ago.
My raids finished. My solo raid finished Friday night. It was actually. So I don't know. Let me just throw this out there. Some raids are faster than others, and I think a lot of people notice that some raids you can just get to the bosses quicker. I'm starting. I want to know what it is that makes the boss quicker. Is it purely just Superway Prime or Trigon? Is it that?
Yes.
Because you think that's straight up? It's not them. We can do them faster.
Because if they're, and I think the reason is because you're not wasting any time. Like if you can stun them with Darkside, then you're not wasting like any seconds with their animations.
I also am wondering if because
you use Darkside.
I use Darkside. I use Darkside and Kyle. So
use both.
Yeah.
That's
I use
both.
Wait. Who was the leader though? Because that's the real decider of who's the best raid tune. Who was the leader? It's a simple question, DaBoy. It's a very simple question.
Make any sense.
It's a simple question. Why can't you answer it?
They both were the leader. It depended on the comp.
So,
nice.
But one thing I'm wondering. So they all have the same HP, right? It's standard, right? Is everything else the same, or because it's Star Sapphire, is her intelligence higher or lower, or is?
I don't know.
So that's what I'm also wondering. Like, does the tune that you're fighting affect when how you fight it? Is that a thing, or?
I think the bosses do matter because some of them have like moves that can actually like do stuff, right? Like,
yeah,
like they're like they can throw hit chance downs with Scarecrow. Like I'm not saying like, I mean, that stuff matters, and also like some of them have AOE's and some of them don't. Like
Star Sapphire did she hit us with AOE's?
No,
I don't know.
So one of the biggest things that differentiates all the bosses. I mean, you have your standouts like Superboy Prime, Trigon and Scarecrow as being the 3 top annoying bosses because Scarecrow does the hit chance downs. But a lot of it comes down to it's like who the comps end up being like that we're using that time too, because it's like if somebody can get like one-shotted by the boss right off the bat, then that slows down. Like if that boss has a move that they can do, like Star Sapphire sometimes would do her 2, wouldn't she? Or no, she only ever did her basic, right?
I think she only ever did her
so
basic.
It's like
maybe they don't have AOE's.
I don't think they do.
So Necron
just like never.
Necron has an AOE
for sure.
Yes, Necron 100%. Does do an AOE for sure. Yeah.
But is he ever the solo boss, or is he always?
No, he's always the alliance boss.
Yeah,
I'm purely talking about the solo bosses, like the.
So the other thing that differentiates those is like whether or not you have a chance of like character getting a one-shotted right off the bat, you know what I mean, and just getting thrown out of there, because that is like the downside to using some of these tunes that aren't the actual bonus tunes at the time. Sometimes like they can just get one-shotted right off the bat by like the level 90, or sometimes most of the time it's the like the 130, 150 boss. Sometimes they'll just like bam, that character's gone. And it's like there was a couple times like in this last time I was using Kyle and Spectre, and then it was like, oh, like Kyle died. Okay. That sucks.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, come on, it's Kyle. Like,
I'm just thinking that I primarily use Darkseid Superwoman, and then this time I threw in Adam for the reds, and then I had Darkseid Spectre Jesse, or just Darkseid Jesse, but I usually base it off of how quickly I get the solos done. So this solo round, I noticed I was going incredibly quick. I was around probably around 10 p.m. I think I only needed like 80 million left. And then I even went and played games with DaBoy, and I still finished much quicker than usual, because I used
10:45 you were done.
Yeah, and so I used to finish, much later. I mean, and yeah, my Superwoman's stronger now, but we're talking hours. But I think, I don't know, for me, the biggest factor is if you can MVP the 130 boss? If you can MVP the 130 in one go. And this time I was.
Yeah. If you can do that in one go, then it goes like much faster.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. Like I was just wondering.
You can
this was
do
a
that.
faster raid.
Yeah.
Did feel fast.
You can do the 130s in one go if they can be stunned.
I'll put it this way: with my schedule,
they can be debuffed.
What did Costa say?
Sorry. With my schedule, there's only ever been 5 times where I didn't hit 500 million on Sunday. I've almost always hit it on Sunday. 3 of those times were when I didn't actually hit 500 million, and the other 2 were Saturdays, and this raid was one of the Saturday ones. So it's like
I was done before reset on Saturday this time.
I was done before midnight on Saturday. So like I did a couple of the 150s, but for the most part I did most of it like with the 130s and all that. But it's like
I did use bonus tunes this time though.
How many bonus tunes?
I used Adam and Jesse, that's it.
Yeah,
Adam and Jesse.
Yeah, I just used Adam and Jesse.
Those are the ones I used too.
Yeah.
Adam was only a 2x. Like he was not I
used Adam because my damage was glitching when I just used Darkseid or Kyle and Lois.
But Adam was stacking.
Yeah, he stacked
strength up really quickly. Yeah. And I know he was only a 2x tune. I wonder if he's going to be at all useful in future raids.
Maybe because he stacks them off the basic. So if he starts doing his own, if he gets call assist every time he does a basic, the next time his turn comes around, he might be hitting with 8 empowered strength ups. It could be 12. Who knows? Depending what kind of call assist he gets. So I don't know. I just was it's raids or raids. I just was thinking. What makes them easier than others, aside from obviously Spectre, Trigon, and Superboy Prime, because I also noticed the differences between when they're not that, this was the Star Sapphire and whoever and the other guys, Larfleeze. But so I don't know. Is it because some of the bonus tunes, like I was able to use Adam, I was able to use Jesse very well, or is it do they have different stats and they're affected less by intelligent damage or physical? I don't know. So that's just something I noticed. I don't know. What would you like to see? Let's sprinkle this in. What would you like them to do with raids to make them cooler, more fun?
Give me an option to pay $10 and get all the milestones.
Just pay out. All right, wait.
That would be $10.
$100 all milestones.
Done.
No.
Oh, definitely.
$100, 99 pack.
8 rebirth tokens?
You just get you just get all the milestones, everything for the milestones.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's
done.
what I mean.
Yeah.
100.
Really?
Rebirth tokens?
Easy.
Not on top, you don't you can't then also do the milestones. It just clears. Okay, all right.
It just completes everything.
So you guys are a hundo on that, no problem.
We're already spending $25 every time. It's like, so it's basically what you're telling me is I spend $110 and I get a skin, the milestones, and well, then would you get top 500 then and get the skin for that though?
No, you don't. You don't have any points.
Oh,
it comes with the skin.
No, it doesn't. This fantasy I've created, it doesn't. The scenario, you only get that if you're top in the XPs of whatever.
Well, in order you have to get 500 million points to hit the milestone. So it gives you 500 million.
It doesn't give you points. It just unlocks all of this stuff.
It's like when you go to the milestones, it tells you 500 million or pay $100.
Do you think that these devs can create something that's an either or like that? No.
I'm just saying you will not have points to secure you in a top 500 spot. You just get the prizes.
They couldn't even program over 2 billion points.
I'm just saying. You say yes.
Wait 4 months for a skin.
Yeah, right. You could just so you would still do it. All right.
100%.
I would not. I would just play it.
Yeah.
Because here's my thing. Like, I'm trying to think of how long it actually takes me, right?
Now,
like in terms of number of hours invested, it's probably what, like
8 hours,
5, 6, 8 hours, maybe
8 hours.
If you could be like, hey, between Wednesday and Sunday, like your weekend, you can sit in front of a phone for 8 hours or pay $100. I'm gonna pay the $100.
I'm paying the $100. Now, the only thing that you may start feeling the loss of at some point after you do that for a couple months is you're not going to get any of the XP mats from spawning the bosses.
Mm-hmm. See?
Right?
Things you got to think about.
Right. I would also just miss the camaraderie and hell of going through that with your alliance. Like, everybody hates it. It's miserable, but they're like, it spawns good jokes and
I have no problem.
It's one of those
I have
things,
no problem playing it. Like, I really
well, you know what it is though? It's
so dumb.
I hate raids. Don't get me wrong. Like, I hate doing it, but
somebody clip that.
The rewards are so good.
The rewards are great.
Like,
we clip Costly saying I hate raid, and then we can
yes.
Edit it out. I was telling DaBoy we were playing games that Friday night, which I usually never do.
We were playing a tactical first-person.
We were playing a tactical first-person shooter game, and that's something DaBoy has asked me to. Hey, want to play games? And I can't raid. I'm doing it. This is my night. But I'm almost getting to the point where I'm just gonna
you're telling me DaBoy wasn't hitting the raid boss or anything like that, and then he wanted to play it.
So I usually I like to get it all done right away because I don't want to. On Saturday and Sundays usually when I'm with Amanda or something, we go do things. So I try to just get it all done Friday. And whatever, but now I'm getting to the point where sometimes, I'll just you know what, I'll go halfway Friday night and finish the other half Saturday. It's all the same, really. But we were playing, and I noticed I was just going through it so quickly, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it. But and DaBoy was like, how do you just sit there and do it? Because do you guys find that trouble? You just can't sit there and do it, or do you get?
I find that extremely boring. Like,
I get sidetracked all the time.
I don't like the idea of sitting there and straight up just doing it like that. Like, I did that a little more because last raid I didn't hit 500 million. Part of that being because that was when I was sick, and also I was not paying super close attention. But I probably still could have got it done had I sat down and really just decided to do it last raid. So it's this one I was my goal was to at least get it done before midnight on Saturday. And one of the things that ran into a problem for me was I saw Batman on Friday night. So that was a good chunk of time I could have been raiding that I was sitting in a theater.
Very good chunk of time.
Yeah.
That's a huge commitment.
And so, but it's with that, for me, it's if I sit there and I just start raiding, I get extremely bored. So a lot of times I'll watch a movie while I'm raiding.
Right. Well, I was about to say that.
Or I'll listen to something.
I wouldn't imagine anyone just only doing that. Because when Friday night, I go, oh man, it's just the raid Friday, and then she goes, okay, well, what do you want to watch? And then we just plop on the couch, and then we just watch a movie or a show. I mean, we usually pick a show we're not too have to focus on, but How do you guys raids? Like, so Kasi said his.
I think it's a skill that I lack to be able to kind of repetitively do, and this is not like a criticism, but it is a mostly like mindless activity. Like, and you know, people have said that about like certain occupations, right? Like there are people who are adept at like a bus driver or a truck driver or something like that, where you have to be able to focus, but you're seeing a lot of the same thing over and over again and stuff. And I think that's just a skill that I don't have, because I instantly, like, I will start to fall asleep, and I could be watching a movie, but the repetitiveness of like doing that on my phone, it will just start to knock me out. And I struggle with it a lot.
Yeah, see, like I feel like I just tune it out. Like I'll be watching TV and whatever, and in my peripheral vision, I can see that it said victory. And then in those moments I click boom, boom, and then start the next one. And then I just, so like just for like a couple, 3 or 4 seconds every 2 minutes, I just do something. And I just, it's like,
no, I get how to do it. It's like, for me though, even that, like, I'll get too drawn into what I'm watching or whatever. And one of the other things too that happens with me, and it didn't happen this weekend, which is why I got done by Saturday, is normally like my job will spill over into Saturday, and I'll have to unload trucks on Saturday. And then it's like, and then I also, like, my whole family still, like, all, like, my brother's house is like half a mile that way. My other brother's house is half a mile that way. And I live on a compound with my mom and my cousin and their family. And so it's like, what'll happen is, like, I'll be sitting here and be like, oh yeah, I'll do this, and then, hey, we're gonna go clean up the lawn and everything, you want to come out and help? Or hey, this happened, or hey, that happened, or hey, we're gonna go.
Did you inform them that it's Raid Friday and that you're busy?
Nobody cares, Josh. Nobody cares.
I just, you know what else I was thinking too is, I do not like farming Ellie. That I can't really just do a movie like that. That bugs me. Like I could do that an hour, like 100K. That's like my limit.
Oh, see, I can sit there and farm like 300K in one night.
So what is going on? That doesn't make any sense.
Josh, I'll teach you. I'll teach you, Josh.
What is it? I don't know what that wink is.
You hacking again?
Yeah, what is that? Are you just
don't worry?
Admitting to hack me?
Josh, I'll give you the secret later.
I don't know what's going on.
I do understand though, because I used to not be able to do that with LE. What it is lately, I've been doing it because I'm like, we were looking at it on stream the other day, I'm like 22 tunes away from being completely L5. So it's like seeing the finish line has made me, like, every time there's an LE event that comes up, I do like 300 to 400K.
That's like, see, that's crazy to me. And that's for me, like, I notice it takes about maybe an hour, 45 minutes to do, if you really focus on it, to do about 100K LE.
Wait, what is an LE event?
The material rewards, the thing every week.
Or the
Lord of the Unliving.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought there was like an event though, like I was missing.
That is for me. I like, again, I can do raids 8 hours and I don't even think about it. It's easy, but 1 hour of that, and it's the same thing, but it bores me out of my mind. And again, I can't do a movie in that same time. It's just, it bugs me.
You know what it is?
Why don't you just win Siege World's Finest, and then you get a bunch of legendary essence?
Like 100
you know what it is, Josh? It's because I have an RB5 Shiva, so she doesn't ever not kill on that first turn. So that's.
But I mean, what I think it is.
Wait, you guys you don't speed force it?
No, I don't speed force it.
What? Why don't you just speed force?
Because it's expensive.
It's expensive.
So what? How much speed force do you have? You should have like thousands and thousands.
How much speed force do you have?
I will say the
other
day
I have 10,000.
10,000?
Exactly.
How?
I will say the other day I did spend all my speed force on that event though.
How much speed force did you have?
I had 5,000 when I did it.
That's I think I'm sitting on here. Speed force I have 5,100.
Dude, that's nothing. You know, there's like people out there like M4 that have like
45,000,
100,000.
Yeah, I don't understand how.
I have 1,800, but like, what do you need it? Like,
Wait, how do you you speed? Okay, it costs.
I probably have 1800 because I speed force the
Yeah,
legendary
it costs.
all the time.
But it costs. To do it costs. I think it says like 7,000.
Okay,
speed force to do 100K.
Zubaz, you don't take up a lot of characters though, do you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like about a month? How many characters you take?
How do you get 7,000 speed force?
What do you need 7,000 speed force for?
To speed force the event to farm 100.
No, wait, it's 3,300 speed force to get 100,000 legendary essence.
How much?
Josh, how many?
3,300. Me and Hawkeye did the math.
It's 3,300. Okay, 3,300 to do 100K.
Josh, how many
why
do you get? How many energy packs do you buy for raid?
Yeah,
a bunch.
Okay, so that gives you like 30 speed force per pack, and you only net spend like 15 of that.
Okay,
right?
so I know
every month you
only
get
getting like
100
maybe. You just said it's like only a net of like 15.
No, a net like maybe. It's usually more.
So I know, but I mean, by 10,
I do get a lot of speed force, and it's from doing the PvE events.
Okay, hang on. I spent I spent $17,000 to go 500 mil. This
$17,000.
17,000 gems. Divide that by what, 2, right? Or times 2. Wait, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
How many 500 packs did I buy? How many 500 packs did I buy? If I spent 17,000 gems, that's times 2 then. No.
No.
I can't do that. Hang on.
Wait, how many gems did you spend?
I spent 17,000 gems.
Divided by 500.
So divide that
by 500, right? 34. Okay, 34. And so how many speed force do you get? 30 per pack?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's only 1,000.
So that means you're netting 500 extra a month, every single month, if you're not doing it anywhere else. If you're not getting anything else.
But I do
instead of trying to figure out the tiny little bit of speed force that you get from doing the raids at the end of the month, you know where your speed force stock actually comes from? It's from doing the PvE events during the week for your alliance.
You don't get speed force
doesn't do that.
Wait, you get speed force for that?
Yes, because you buy energy to be able to do it, and then you buy
no, I don't do that.
Josh doesn't do that.
No.
You also gain speed force by actually running those because you're not using them when you actually do them. But Josh doesn't do those either. I don't. So that's a 0.
This is all I'm saying is I don't see how you can spend all that speed force. Like I don't know how you can get that much because I don't feel like I do.
I just explained to you. Now I don't have the much speed force.
Okay. But wait. I'll say this, Costly. For a long time, I always did alliance stuff like 300 minimum every single time. It's only recently that I kind of gotten real lazy about it.
See, what I've been doing lately, because I'm on my push to get my roster done, I'm doing, unless I like forget or I'm super busy with work, I do 1,500 points every single PvE.
That's too much. I wouldn't.
So it's like,
I don't recommend
doing that. When you finish your roster, like what do you do at that point in the game?
Then I only have to worry about 2 characters a month.
That's so weird to me to think that.
Yeah, I hate that.
I want to get to that point. I want to get to that point where like I'm already at the point where like blue rings aren't a problem for me anymore.
How many blue rings do you have?
Right now I probably have about 80. And it's like
then you should be worrying about blue rings. What are you talking about?
No, doing normal events. By the time I unlock Talon, I'll have enough to go all abilities all the way straight up. And then by the time the new character comes out for the beginning of the month, between raids and everything, I'll have enough for the new character.
I took 4 characters up this weekend, and I ran out of everything. So I have no resources. I took up 4 characters, ran out of everything.
Josh, I have been doing this for the past year. I can promise you, I have one time in the past year had to go, crap, I need blue rings, and go into an event and get blue rings.
I'm farming blue rings like crazy all the time.
No, I every single one of my characters, even my slow gears are all, if you go look at them in my roster, they're all max power. Like their powers are all max.
That sounds silly, I would say.
Next topic.
We've lost the way.
No.
So you're still listening to this episode. God bless you.
No, everyone is sitting there thinking like, yeah, how do you get Speed Force? How do I do it? You know, like I'm confused how you guys, because I'm always hovering between about 4,000 and maybe 5,700, like right around there, Speed Force. Like, and I sometimes will Speed Force the LE event, but maybe like 50,000 LE of it, not a whole 100. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's something
here's
going on.
my other question for the blue ring thing. How many blue rings do you guys average per event?
Gosh, the camera just changed.
Oh, God damn it.
It's fine now. What does that mean?
Bleep that out.
Like, so when the ring event comes up and you guys do your daily like farm of the rings, how many
one
blue
time
rings
through?
How many blue rings do you normally get?
Like, don't you get like 7 or 7 or 8 or something?
Okay, that's never mind. Yeah,
I normally get like 30.
I get like 10 every time.
I'm very lucky.
Wait, what do you mean you get 30?
Yeah, 30 one shot. It's like I get like 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6 usually every time.
Yes, 5, 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Right. That's a low. Let's.
So, but as a bridge from
I'm out
raids
of them now.
to the new month, them delaying raids a week, did it screw everything up?
I don't know.
No.
It doesn't. I don't.
Okay. What would
It only made them sound like idiots by saying it's the February raid and we're in March.
I don't think they should just even call them monthly raids anymore, or like the title, like, the February raid. Just say it's the raid. Just it's the raid coming up. Not
it's the week after siege, the post siege raid.
Post siege, just call it the post siege raid. That's it. That's all you got to do.
So the other reason that I brought this up as the topic is because if you remember last week, the subreddit was burning down for a little bit because it like.
I don't understand that.
No, like, the subreddit was not burning down. The subreddit was fine.
Kazi is very dramatic.
You were sitting in the building not realizing it was on fire doesn't mean it wasn't burning down.
No, anything that came through, I just deleted, and that was it.
There's no different. You know what? Like I've heard some people say too.
Oh, wait, sorry. You kept deflecting Molotovs. Doesn't mean that it wasn't people trying to burn down the building. Okay,
like I've heard some people say that they like pushing it back means you're gonna get 2 in 1 month, and to me,
2 in March.
Yeah, so to me that means we're getting 2 in 4 weeks, versus what? Like I don't know, like
5
when
weeks.
You 5. I'm saying 2 in 5 weeks, 2 in 4. Like that's exactly how I see it. Like this is the same. It's all.
As long as it's
I think it was perfectly fine.
Another raid next weekend, like
like that's the only thing it would be. Actually, I wouldn't mind. I would just do it because I don't mind. But I'm just saying, like I do, like
as long as it's doing the next raid, like I'll do alliance stuff, but I'm not doing it. I can't do like 2 raids in a row. I just can't. I hate it.
I can't.
It's so weird. Okay, I'll say this. I think the only way it can get screwed up is if it were to snowball into like this raid gets pushed and then siege gets pushed and then the next and then you find out that
well it's just dumb. I mean it doesn't matter if it overlaps with siege anyways. It doesn't. Like it's really not that big of a deal. There are some people that think it's a big deal, but it's really not a big deal.
I think it's a bigger deal that it overlaps with siege than
it's not. It's really not a
it's
big
a bigger deal if it overlaps.
You only play 8 siege matches a day.
Well, some of us play more, but no. I mean, here's the the only reason I say that I would prefer it never to overlap with siege is because the game has like 3 things, right? Yeah. So why have any of them overlap?
That's true. I agree with you.
It's like
that's true, but functionality wise, it doesn't.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it's not the worst thing if it overlaps, but it's like if they could avoid that by moving in a week, I'm not going to object to them moving in a week.
Right. Yeah.
Especially to the week where it would have just rather had they not moved it to this week, this would have been the most boring week on DCL.
When did the Naomi siege end? 2 weeks ago?
But the
Naomi siege ended so like siege started today. Literally a week ago from today was the end of the Naomi siege.
Yeah, there's like a 1 week
Naomi siege the end.
Yeah, that was the point.
And then it went like 3 days. Raids started.
Mm-hmm. Raids ended. That's normal. That's normal.
Should be.
That's the normal schedule. So it's like that's why like people were freaking out when it was going to be overlapping with siege last time. Was like
it's overlapped with siege before. It's not.
Yeah, but if you look at the schedule, it was out of place before because it was forward a week from where it normally is.
I think people were freaking out that you weren't going to be able to have Naomi as a bonus character because she wasn't locked yet. But I don't think people were freaking out that it got moved because it got moved to the proper time.
There was some people freaking out that it got moved. The majority of people wanted it moved.
Yeah. I pointed it out on stream and I got the wheels spinning and then I fixed it. Zubaz, you were
Yes.
there. Yes.
That's true. That is actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next
I mean,
topic.
it's true.
It's 100% true.
Okay, wait.
I was listening to Josh's stream. I then immediately messaged Reeves. She responded and she said, I know I'm talking to the team about it right now because of what Josh said.
There.
No,
Classic.
she did not say that last part.
Cost, can you edit that out in post? I don't know.
She did say she knew. She did say that it was identified, and then they took care of it immediately. Yeah. And
classic team is looking into it response. Great.
Yeah. It got fixed immediately. Within like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're all welcome.
It was
what about Stargirl, Josh?
What about Stargirl? Oh my god, I ask every day.
I'll send. I know a mod. I'm gonna send them a message and ask them.
Send a letter. You should write a letter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Talia and Hush. What do you guys think?
Okay, you say blah blah. Okay, I'll say this.
I mean, they're fine. It's like,
they're not official.
Aside from DaBoy, have played with the tunes like Zubaz and I'm sure Costa. DaBoy has not. You know what's funny is DaBoy, if this was a WRL podcast, you would then give it a grade.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. DaBoy, give them a grade right now.
I will give you an honest opinion. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have not played with them very much, just 2 siege matches with Talia, so I will leave them ungraded until further notice.
Oh, that's not.
Wow. Okay, so having actually played with both of them,
Josh should probably be too.
Josh has played with them the most, probably.
I would maybe.
No, that's not true.
I don't think
Josh.
So.
Josh asked 2 hours ago, "What does Talia do?"
Did I say Talia or was that someone? No, that was spoiler. Thank you very much. Yeah, because I know what Talia does, and I'm going to say
revisionist history. We don't care for it around these parts.
Hey, listen.
Okay. So as far as I'll give my thoughts on Hush. This was my review of Hush. I pulled him out. He was under Nightwing lead. I did his 2. It was still broken, and I put him back in the box.
Can I give my quick review of Hush?
Go for it. Yeah.
That's my review of Hush. Like I didn't care for him. I think Talia is so much better. And I think actually Talia's good.
Talia's fun. I really like Talia.
I think Talia's good.
He's
Talia
solid
can go crazy. Josh, did you see the video that was in the 1500 chat that I put of me fighting your team? We both had Talia, and it was just a bleed fest. And like I'll find it and send it to you.
Wait, you put it in the chat, right?
Yeah, it was a couple days ago though.
Oh, so awkward. Oh my god. Costly posted a video for Josh in chat in preparation for this stream, and Josh.
I didn't post it for Josh. I posted it for everybody, but no.
It's so uncomfortable right now.
In that clip though, your Batgirl did hit your Talia for missing on my Talia though.
That's so stupid.
But it was...
Actually, I will say those clips 100% hit rate in making me laugh every single time when they actually turn and do the damage to your team. 100% I laugh every single time.
Yeah, so that happened, but she can go crazy if you get the bleeds out there. The hard part is just in this meta with Terra getting the bleeds out there, but there is a solution for that.
Yeah, there is. The new. Zubaz, have you played with Talia?
I have extensively.
What do you think about her?
I think she's good. I think she's very good. I think she's very improved. I will say that I have trouble tracking sometimes what she's doing because she has some of her moves have an extra attack and then she has the out of turn attack, and it's as the match is progressing, I just see Talia doing things.
She's always
My general plan now is to just not even try and figure out what it was. Is just to be hey, great, Talia's attacking again. Doesn't matter if it's her turn, somebody else's turn, whatever. Let her do whatever she wants, and she's great at it. I think she's really good.
I would say that's a strength that she has. That it's one of those things that's to point out is she out of turns her 3. It's not very many characters can out of turn their 3. You know what I mean? So it's That's pretty awesome. Now it doesn't chain into like the rest of the legendary off of it, but it's still cool that her 3 can be on its turn.
I really like her 2, which is puts all those bleeds down and steals the 2 buffs. And with how her kit is designed, with her doing things if someone misses on her, when you steal a taunt and she has a stack of evasions, that's when she like I think really shines. So right before we went live, we were talking about Constantine off lead in the siege, and then you can throw a taunt on Talia, and I just think she'll just become a monster if you do that. Like because she does something when you miss her. I think she attacks back.
Yeah, Josh, you can say she'd be a better Harley Quinn. It's fine.
I'm not gonna go that far.
False. Super false.
So what she does exactly if you miss her is she makes you bleed.
Yes.
So she puts more bleeds on you, which then in turn makes her out of turn happen more often.
Yeah, I just of the 2 characters, usually like what were the last 2 reworks? Who was it last month?
And Arsenal?
Yeah.
I guess Adam, when was the last time we had 2 reworks that were like super cool? What was Adam Arsenal, who was before them? What's happened? Cold and Wally, but those were like so little. Wally, it felt like changed nothing.
December there was only 1. November it would be Nightwing and Supergirl.
Those are two bigums.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's not that often.
Wait, wasn't there a 3rd rework that month?
Was it Superman?
Yeah.
That
was Superman.
They really blew the load there on that one.
That was the anniversary.
That month didn't win month of the year. Whatever.
It didn't, DaBoy. Get over it. I'm just saying they had some good reworks there. I'm just thinking that at first when I first used Hush, I was like, oh, he's good, and then I quickly turned on him. I didn't like him. His damage is inconsistent, boring character. I hate his stupid 2 that doesn't always. It's like supposed to Arcus move, but it's not, and it's stupid. But then Talia,
it's busted right now.
He's busted. I think Talia is.
He's a buster.
He's a buster. I think Talia is just really cool. I like Talia. If you're listening and you're on the fence about Talia, I think she's good.
But let me say a big but, and that is not like a Talia pun. This is major. However, there are so many reds to gear right now between what we had last month and this month, right?
Yeah,
if you're looking at Arsenal, Adam, Talia, Hush, Punchline, and Talon.
That is a lot of.
And just for her own month, she's probably the 3rd.
That's my issue. Is like if I was ordering those in terms of like where I would put my resources, I would have her behind Adam
and Talon.
These are not in order, but just Adam, Talon, and Punchline for sure.
You think Punchline more than Hush? You guys liking Punchline?
Yeah,
Punchline more than Talia.
I actually haven't geared her up yet. I just
geared her up today.
Okay.
I geared her up today.
So what I'm saying is just like it's not that she's a bad investment. I think especially if you have any attachment to either the character or you just you really like running bleed comps or that kind of thing or evasion comps, then that's great. But I would still slot her behind for sure Adam, Talon, and Punchline, such that like if you're limited on red resources, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, quick. Don't think about it. Pick one of those 4. Go. Who do you gear up?
Talon.
By
far, yeah.
DaBoy, quick, go.
I haven't got
Talon.
Costy, right now, quick, go. You have to say something. You have to say it. Well, that was the wrong answer. The answer's Talon. All right, Costley loses this round of what's your opinion?
Josh, your camera just...
I know.
I haven't got to play with Talon yet, so...
I'm trying to just help you.
I've seen, like, he looks cool, but...
I think of the 3 of us, I'm the only one with Talon, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I will say something about Talia to on consideration of whether you should bring her up or not. Like, she works well with characters like Red Hood and like Silver Banshee, if you like doing that kind of thing, or like the Red Hood Silver Banshee combo. Like she kind of fits into that team of like where Red Hood fits into, where it's like bleeds and evasions.
Time out, real quick.
And purging.
Which character are we talking about? Punchline or Talia?
Talia.
Okay. wasn't sure. Because I had to fix my camera, and I did it.
What does Silver Banshee have to do with Talia?
Have you never done Red Hood Silver Banshee?
What does that do?
Red Hood Silver Banshee.
Wait, I like Red Hood. So what does it do?
I love Silver Banshee.
So Silver Banshee does an AoE whenever you purge 2 buffs on a target that's bleeding. Talia has a basic that purges buffs on a target.
Silver Banshee does her AoE. It's just a gated chance anytime you purge anything.
Yeah, but it's increased on somebody who's bleeding.
What's the increase?
What?
The chance is increased on it happening.
By how much?
That's why she works really good with Red Hood, because Red Hood does it on his basic. And it almost activates every single time. Or it's the fact that she puts out blades.
We can read the kit. Someone pull the kit up. And
you just made that up. Oh, plus 50% chance if any enemy is bleeding or has disease. So
to do that. So what?
Chance.
So wait, what is a chance without bleeds?
30.
30.
So it's an 80% chance if they're bleeding.
So
if
Talia
they
helps
purge
achieve that, basically.
Or has disease.
Yeah.
Or has disease.
Punchline. Wink, wink.
So Talia helps achieve that, is my point. And she fits into that, like, because, like what Josh was saying, when you can get, like, taunt onto her and she has a lot of evasions, and then it's like there's a lot, like, that branches off of Synergize, like, there's a lot of characters that have call assist that can help, Talia get out there with her basic and everything, if you want to run that kind of team, is my point.
I think Silver Banshee is very underrated.
So do I. I love.
I also. This is. I think she's very attractive, which is a little weird, right?
She's spooky.
I don't know if it's. Yeah, like I don't know if it's like a goth thing.
I think it's. You know what? You live in New Orleans.
That could be it.
And she's very voodoo.
She's kind of voodoo. I mean, she's Scottish.
She has the look. It is the skull earrings, and it's very voodoo.
But I don't. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But yeah, no, people are always like, oh, Talia, and like, Bleeze and stuff, and I'm like, no, Silver Banshee.
I don't get the Talia. I don't get.
That's
Talia.
what does it for me. You don't get Talia? Really?
No. Not like the in-game model. The in-game model, I don't get.
Okay.
What ethnicity is she?
Like in life,
in culture, in the comic, like what's her? Because we're like,
she's mixed. I like
what is who's her mom?
Well, we actually got that answer in Robin recently.
She is quarter Chinese. She's Chinese and Arab on her mother's side, and Chinese and Arab on her father's side.
So that would make her half Chinese.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because if she's half and half from both sides, then she would end up being
half. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
Half Chinese, half
I have
Arab.
2 Portuguese parents, so I'm just Portuguese. So I
just don't like the model. I don't like the character in the model character. I don't see it. I don't get it. Don't get it.
I don't know if I should ask this question. Never mind.
Edit it in post. Ask the question.
I feel like you were like, I don't like her model. Wait, what ethnicity is she?
No, I was because I was curious because I wanted to see if it was accurate. I wanted to see if the model was accurate to her ethnicity, and I don't think she looks half Arab, half Chinese in the thing. Does she?
That's all. Not at all.
Not at all.
I don't know.
I think. I don't know. I don't know. Like in the comics, like how Joel Jones draws her. How Joel Jones draw her. I'm all for that, Talia.
Yes, I agree with that.
But just who's still listening? Anyone's still listening? So let's move on.
Right, moving on. Talon and Punchline. First impressions. Go.
I need Joelle Jones to draw Silver Banshee now.
You should ask her.
Maybe I will. I'll do a commission.
Also give her an already existing.
Punchline and Talon. First impressions. I think Punchline is very good, and she's going to be so annoying on defense. Oh my
man,
god!
I'm nervous to fight it then.
Yeah, I think people are really gonna they're gonna go into things and be like, oh, she's fine, and
they're gonna die.
Yeah, like you have to bring a purger if the match is gonna last long at all, which I think
like
now with
turn 3.
Like with the taunters that we have in game now, with all the crit immunity and all the stuff that's going around, like the matches have lasted a little bit longer than they used to. And if you can't kill Punchline immediately, which she starts with invisibility.
I was about to ask if she goes invisible. Like, yeah, she does.
She starts with invisibility and she can gain invisibility very quickly. Like all you have to do to win with her is just keep her alive and she wins you the match.
Just hearing this now, I'm thinking Mr. Miracle, True Sight, and throw Bust.
Would be pretty good. I think he would definitely be good. I'll say this: I don't know if he can do enough of it.
You know who else? You know who else is good?
Who?
Enchantress.
Enchantress is good.
You know who else would just give True Sight really quickly?
Who gives True Sight?
Character? Spoiler.
Yeah.
And she does damage to the enemy team when she does it.
This isn't a spoiler talk, Costly. We're talking about Talon and Punchline over here.
I've been running spoiler Punchline all day in Siege. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. And I don't know how you lost tunes, you said, but that's a different story.
I lost a different thing.
Because I did not use spoiler, and I did not lose a single tune in my run so far. But whatever.
Me too.
I've actually used spoiler every match, and I did 2 20s and an 18.
Nice. Good for you.
It's only 3 matches though.
Yeah, I think Punchline's very, very good. I'll say this: I am not in favor of just keeping adding moves that
below
ignore immunities. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like where that's headed. I would rather just fix the problems with the tune that's making us do that. I think that's the easier fix. Instead of giving Dr. Poison bleeds that ignore immunities, Stargirl strength downs that ignore immunities, keep doing this, I would rather just fix Terra and just do 1 micro balance on Terra, and that would be that. Unfortunately, that's not the route that they're taking. So, but that being said, her passive is just so good, and I think people are coming back around on disease now too. They're seeing that, wait a second, the problem was never the debuff. It was just the tunes and the kits that were applying it, I think.
I agree. And then Talon is just cool. Like
Talon's great. He hits so hard. And then that's the move though. That's what they've given us to combat the Terra meta, is that 3 is just outrageous. So I have been using him, and you have to do a little dance with Talon if you're facing a Terra team, which is he's slow. And the way that it works out is basically like he is slow, but he will go before Terra. And you have to decide, like, should I do the 3 now? Open up everything so I can do stuns, but then she might immediately just do her 2 again and reapply all the immunities. And that's the issue. And that's what's broken about her too. That's why it's so overpowered, is because it's not on a cooldown.
Should be.
It should absolutely be on a cooldown. So that being said, you still have to time it. It's not just like automatic win. People were very much like, oh, Talon Poison will be automatic win. It's not, but it can be if you do it right.
Yeah.
You can give meter to Talon. Obviously, he can remove the debuffs, and then you can kind of take it from there. So, but I think he's good too.
I'm not going to get Talon until the end of Siege, but Punchline I am excited for. I'm now a little nervous fighting a Punchline, but I'll do it on stream and we'll see. We'll figure it out together.
You just have to kill her. You just have to kill her.
I think you kill her quickly, or you just, you bring these heavy mending tunes, heavy overheal tunes. Like Josh, I honestly, I don't think you will have a problem if you run like Lex comps. I think
there we go.
Between his
say less.
Well, I think between his overheals and then the fact that he actually purges debuffs, I think that would be fine.
All right, Lex it is. I guess I'll do Lex this Siege.
Yeah.
Speaking of this Siege, The Siege bonus tunes this time, how do we feel about them, and how do we feel about the meta that could be coming out of it?
There's no meta coming out of the Siege bonus tunes, Costly. I know you're trying to force spoiler down our throats here, but it's just.
I think the biggest meta that's going to happen in the Siege is going to be Constantine taunt on Talia. That's it. On offense.
On what? On offense?
Yeah, on offense.
Guess.
Who else throws taunt on the character? Is it just Black Mask and Constantine?
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
That's it.
Oh yeah, Ivy too.
But I mean, it's like, yeah, I could actually see what DaBoy's talking about, because Talia's gonna.
Well, I just stole it from Josh.
Constantine goes twice with that, right? Or like when he there's the taunt, they go twice with the call assist, or just once?
It depends on if enemies are overhealed.
Oh, okay. So it's like
it's a weird gated thing.
Yeah. So if Enchantress is on the other side, then most likely yes, you're gonna.
Well, it's 40% chance to call a second, and then it's plus an additional 40% if they're overhealed. Okay. If anyone's overhealed.
So right, exactly what I just said.
My point was Talia's gonna do.
You're welcome.
She's gonna do her basic gaining evasion ups and everything. It's not a bad idea to throw the taunt there. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. How do you guys feel about the bonus tunes overall? Like, do you think they did a good job choosing the ones this time, or
how do they choose the bonus tunes? I just want to know.
I think they just throw them in a blender and pick the first four that come out.
I very much disagree.
I disagree.
Look at this month, right? You've got Talia with her like crazy stacks of evasions. What did they do? They give us Zod. Can't miss green.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, what about last month? It was all evasions and no can't misses were in there.
One month at a time. So then you've got the fact that we've got this disease problem, all the disease, all the bleeds and stuff. Like you just said, Enchantress can kind of throw them back. I think that's an interesting way to do that. Who are the other ones? Spoiler, I don't know what she does, so I can't help you there.
Constantine,
and then Constantine though, but he can throw down bleeds on his basic, is pretty good, and his 3 is activated by debuffs, and this is, I think, like the biggest debuff month that we have had in ages. Like when you play these matches, if it goes bad, the screen is covered in red, like on both sides. So he's I think somebody that can actually thrive in this one. And then spoiler.
I really like when the tunes work well with each other, but then they're a pain to fight against too. Like again, you said, oh, they give debuffs. Oh, you have Enchantress to throw them back. You have a lot of evasions, but then you have Zod. Like I like when the tunes work well against each other, but then also work well with each other, and it's those always lend to more exciting sieges. But man, I wonder if I just always think when does Black Flash show up? When does Martian Manhunter show up? When does Superman show up? Like, I wonder if we're gonna get that.
It'll be very early. Yeah, I think people. Just in reading chats.
I actually did Black Flash today.
People are already getting frustrated and have losses and lost tunes, and that's immediately when people start falling back on Martian Manhunter, Lex, like all those kinds of tunes. So I think it's going to happen very early in this siege.
Okay. Siege,
and there's like decent red amount. So
decent red amount. What are you saying?
I don't know. Actually, hold on.
There's a decent amount of reds as bonus tunes. Like it's a majority red bonus tunes.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going.
There's a decent red amount, and then he
of the 8 bonus tunes, there are 5 of them.
All right, real quick, I want to say.
That's why Superman. That's why Superman is going to be.
So I just explained how 7 of the tunes fit. Costly, what is spoiler? How does I am asking you.
He's genuinely asking you.
I am. I'm not going to use her. I don't care, but I'm asking for everybody listening. What does spoiler do in this siege?
She just she's the utility character that can be in there, and it's like, hey, I need invisibility on this character to protect them for the next turn. Bam, she throws it onto that character. This character needs True Sight. Okay, throw True Sight over here. It's like, hey, I specifically need to hit this person on the other side. She does her 3 and hits them with taunt, and then that person's open. Like it's
okay.
Okay.
So I'll say this. So based on what you just said, she can provide invisibility to Punchline, who needs to just stay alive. So that's really important. And then if she can provide True Sight, somebody can kill an opposite side Punchline, perhaps with Zod. So that makes perfect sense. Too.
I will say this.
And off the back of that too, well, a lot of times what I do with spoiler is I give on with her 2, because Punchline starts with invisibility. So right off the bat, what I'll do is I'll take her 2 and I'll apply it to herself, which does damage to somebody on the other side. And then by the time she gets back around to her turn, she's going to be able to do her 3 and do a double call assist because she's invisible on somebody on the other side. So if there's a Punchline you want to take care of and you got Zod sitting next to spoiler, he's most likely going to get called, and you're going to have an angry Zod going after because you buffed him up on his first turn too. And especially if you're running Lex as your lead, Josh. And you got a double call assist going towards whatever your problem is on the other side.
Cosly, I was about to say, I'm going to say one thing. I geared up spoiler. And today during a match, I had Zod on my team, and I noticed he was in a position where someone, like, he could get killed, and he was low health. And so what I did, turned him invisible. So spoiler.
She was great for that.
She did one of the things he said, and I did it.
Big brain there.
That's always been my thing with her, and that's why, like, when she came up on the list, I was like, oh, I got excited for it. Not only because I have an RB5, but she's the utility character that I prefer to use because she has like 4 things that she does, and she has defensive and offensive capabilities every turn, and you just decide what you need in that turn, and then when it comes back on her turn again, she's like, okay, what do you need me to do this time, them or us, and then it's like
she's all right.
That's how it goes. So.
She's all right.
I geared 4 tunes during raids. 2 of them were Punchline and Talon. I also geared and leveled Penguin just for kicks. And then I geared a tune. Now this is weird because, like, I listen to everybody. I listen to what everybody says. I listen to all their opinions. I watch Josh's stream all the time, but I think there's a difference between, like, when you're watching somebody play with a tune, you're like, whoa, cool video, man, versus like when you actually play with the tune. I geared and leveled Two-Face. He's really good.
He's there. I'm loving this right now.
Two-Face is really good, and I need to, like, go back and edit, like, previous rankings and stuff because Two-Face is really, really good.
This is music to my ears right now.
He is. I was just, like, for fun. I had just seen the Batman. I was like, oh, I'm in a Batman mood. Let me run some Batman teams here. And I was having a lot of fun with, like, Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler, and Black Mask. And just he bops. That's a bopper.
You just made Josh's day.
And the thing is, like, I never like you would show him on screen and I never be like, no, he sucks.
No,
like,
you
I've
never did that. Yeah, you never
like
did
that. I do. I think there's a difference between, like, when you are physically pressing the buttons versus, like, watching somebody else do it or whatever. Because you might watch it and be like, they have a different level, or maybe they got good RNG or whatever, and, like, then you watch it and you're just like, wow, this is.
So, Josh, I would just like you to know, this feeling you're feeling. That's the feeling I had when you were like, hey, I geared up spoiler to be able to use in this siege. And I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, she's all right.
You're going to get to realize how good she is.
She's all right.
All right.
Also, take she's all right.
Yeah, I will, because I think she's much better than people will give her credit for. I think she's in that same boat as Silver Banshee.
I guess we'll find out this month.
Well, hey, we have our tier list coming out at the end of the month, so we'll rank our according for you.
The hell we do.
I will not be on that episode.
All right.
Oh, tier list, like tiers, like we're all gonna cry.
Our tiers list, yeah.
All right. Here's a new segment we're adding to the podcast that I wanted to just get everybody's opinions on. So we're just gonna do like a little month overview real quick.
I feel like I was going to say something and I totally forgot because Zubaz blew my mind just now, and I had something I wanted to say. Now I don't remember. Oh, I remember. Sorry, Costly. Okay. How do they pick these siege tunes? Because we were saying we never addressed how they pick them, but we kind of agreed that there's some sort of synergies going on. But
sometimes
176 characters. John Constantine, is this his 4th time? Like
higher than fourth, I think.
It's a lot, right? It's a big number. So I'm just saying, why is this happening? Why is it?
You know why? Because he fits with a lot of teams.
I think it's just because he's cool.
John Constantine is really cool. He's really
cool. He's cool.
I don't. Cool, I mean, I'm not saying Constantine's bad. I'm definitely not saying that.
This is his 6th siege.
6 times. I'm just wondering why, like
him and Star Sapphire are tied for the.
I was gonna say him and Star Sapphire. Yeah.
Here's this is what where I'm getting at is if I'm a game company and I want people to spend resources and do all this stuff, why do I keep trotting out a character that if the 7th time people already must have them geared up by now? They're not. Why not drive? Is what I don't know. What's happening? Why? Who has not been a siege character? There has to be over 100.
Whoever it is that picks the siege characters really likes Constantine and Star Sapphire.
Yeah,
that's all
really
it is. It's like
they're like, I don't know who to pick.
It's the
John
one
Constantine.
person on the dev team that lightly plays. No, that Max.
It's the one person on the dev team. It's not there.
It's so interesting to
game,
me.
But no, that's not true.
It's just so interesting to me that these characters come up often, and I don't get it. And there's so many characters, but you know what else?
You have RB5, Constantine? Is that boy?
Huh?
I do, yeah.
You do, and you actually like spent the tokens and everything to do it. Okay.
Yeah. He's like fully RB5.
Yeah. I have 3 right now, and I'll probably have 4 by the end of the month, but we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna have a 12th by the end of the month.
Wait, what are you guys saying?
Like
12? Are you listing your RB5s?
Yeah.
No, I was saying I will have him RB4 at the end of the month, and then I don't know what Costly said. I guess Costly's taking him RB12. Is that?
Okay, wait, real quick, Costly. How many RB5s do you have?
I have 11, and it will be 12 by the end of the month.
Zubaz?
I don't know. I don't keep track of it.
You know the number in your head right now.
I 100% do not. And this is funny because yesterday Tootie made me fill out his like poll, and I still I did it yesterday, and I don't remember.
I'm gonna go ask DaBoy right now. I'm gonna go ask DaBoy how many RB5s he has. Please use this time efficiently.
I will.
DaBoy, how many RB5s do you have?
18.
18.
So the only reason I even knew my number was I literally just recounted it, but was because 10. Merciless for 1500 day did a quiz, and one of the questions was who has the most. And I happened to, funny thing for me, I used the eliminate 2 wrong answers bonus thing on that question, and it left just me and DaBoy, and I was like, oh god, I don't even know how many I have. And so I was like, and I chose DaBoy. And
I didn't use the bonuses during that. I was so mad.
I forgot to use them too.
I have 10. I have
10. So
I have
10. People call me a whale all the time, and I tell them I'm a false whale. I have 2.
Yeah,
I have 4 more that I have the shards for.
But Josh, you have a lot of RB1s.
I do.
You probably have more tunes rebirthed than I have. Yeah, by a lot, I would say.
I think I do. I'm curious now.
Are we?
But I don't even have the shards to take these characters, because that's not just having the tokens; it's just having the shards.
Right.
So is anybody interested to know who my new Rebirth 5 is?
It's Batman CC.
Wait.
Just Costly was gonna say it. It's too bad. Costly, I felt like was excited to say it. Zubaz is shot. It's Batman.
So
we already know.
What happened was it was supposed to be my next 20 crystals were supposed to go to Red Robin to take him RB3 because he's RB1 right now. And then when I had just seen the Batman when I got my 10 crystals, and was like, you know what? He's gonna have that skin that is the icon of the game right now. And so I'm like, oh,
that's why you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, and I can have him RB5 by the end of the month because I've been farming enough for RB5, and this is leading into something. The Batcat event had just happened with the sales and everything, and that gave me enough for RB5 CC. Yes, I didn't have enough before.
Batcat happened.
And so that was kind of what I was transitioning into here. The Batcat event and the sales. What do you guys think of it?
Wait, Josh, how many rebirths do you have?
34.
Oh, you beat me by 3.
Okay, there we go. All right, that's it, I guess.
I don't know. I only have 21.
21.
So you
Costly, how many do you have, real quick?
What did I say? I had 11 RB5s.
How many RBs? Just
20.
Honestly,
20.
I know that the joke is like, oh, we thought you had this person RB5 already, right?
Wait a second.
I know that that's the ongoing joke, but I legitimately I guess I just haven't looked at your roster in a really long time. I thought you did have Batman CC done. I thought that was part of your thing. You were like, oh, I'm the big Batman fan.
He has no Batmans.
He doesn't actually like Batman.
So I have Terry's RB5. But yeah, as far as this is my first Bruce that I've ever even rebirthed.
Wait, you didn't have any Batman's rebirth?
No.
This is what I mean. This is every time Costly reveals something about his roster, I'm just like, what? What is this impression that I have of him? And it's always just wrong. I don't know.
Okay, so what it is everybody thinks that everybody puts me in the whale category.
You put yourself in the whale category. Costly.
I am in. Wait, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm in the bottom end.
I don't think so.
No, because when it comes to rebirth crystal sales, I don't engage in them at all. So it's when rebirth crystals are for sale, I don't traditionally buy them. So it's I
did tonight.
Yeah, I bought the ones today too.
But 3 Garth packs.
Yeah, I wanted to get I wanted to get enough Garth for L5, so I
needed to get enough Garth for RB2.
So I bought 3 of those packs, but it's normally I don't buy RB packs. I don't do the raid packs. I've only ever done the raid packs to get all the crystals twice. That was this raid and the raid before, and that was because I had a lot of gems. This time I just wanted to do it.
Wait, I have a question. Costly.
Go.
Did you finish Batman before Nightwing?
No, Nightwing's still RB4. Bat CC's RB2.
I thought you just said Bat CC was RB5.
No, I'm taking him this month.
RB5.
This month?
They haven't. I don't have the shards for Nightwing. I need a sale. Look, I took a chance during his month and was like, hopefully he'll get the event, and they gave it to Supergirl. So what was I supposed to do? I gotta wait for another sale.
That does suck when that happens.
And, I know a guy that could tell you if there's a sale coming.
I know. I've been checking it every month.
I'll let him know.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
DaBoy knows the 6 days that are coming. All of a sudden, DaBoy's calendar last month was the most wrong document that we've had.
No. That's incorrect.
It was when all those Mayan calendars during 2012, everybody was like, "Oh, the world is ending."
Calendar
is about as accurate as those.
One wrong sale.
Weren't they all off by 2 days?
No, there was one wrong sale last month.
Okay, anyways, continuing on. What did you guys think about the Batcat event and the sales that went along with it?
Okay, I have thoughts.
Sales sucked.
Sales sucked, as I think they do. I really hate when they do their sale events for these types of things. I always think they're garbo. I just think it's not a deal. It's $750 to get 10 shards. Make it something. I hate it. I hate the sales all the time.
Those sales need to be they need to be cheaper for one character, and then also, or if it's the 3 characters, it can be any one of the 3, not all 3. And it needs to be a lot more shards.
I hate them. I hate these sales so much because someone said they bought them all, and that
I bought one sale to completion.
Almost. And how much do you get? 190 of each character or something? What did you say the math was?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
It was really bad.
That's nothing. And it's how many gems does it cost per one?
It was 6,400 gems total.
No,
it
was more than that. It
was way more than that.
I hated the.
It was under 10K. I know that.
Yeah. They made no sense. They made absolutely no sense. Yeah. Like, why was Batman with Batwoman and Two-Face? Why was Catwoman with Owlman? Like, it made no sense.
And why was there no Poison Ivy? Right,
DaBoy, don't get me started. She's the only Batman villain that was not a part of like their whole like free gift from DCL. She's the only one that's not for sale this month. So I was like, okay, I've made my peace that like for whatever reason they're ignoring her this month. And then I think I'm in the clear and I open up Siege and the stage is Poison Ivy's big branch with all the leaves and it's really cool looking and everything. I was like, this is just horrible to do to somebody.
They're like, we can give you a stage, take it or leave it.
Yeah, like what is that about? But anyway,
don't get me started. I don't know about I don't read the stories. I used to be all about reading the stories of the new characters that came out, the little chat. I really used to be all about it. And now I don't know when it happened. I don't care at all about the storylines that they say. So I didn't read anything about I don't even know what the bad event was about. I just clicked auto.
It was fun. It was cute.
What was it about?
It was you know what? Like, I don't want to spoil the movie for you.
Oh, was it movie related?
It wasn't movie related, but it did have like elements of Batman and Catwoman working together and having to deal with Riddler, which is kind of the premise of the movie. Okay. And it had appearances by the rest of kind of the Bat villains, including Poison Ivy, who apparently was good enough to be in the event, but not good enough to have any of her shards be up for some reason.
Basically,
probably because she's in the Alliance pack.
The premise of the event was like they knew his secret identity or something, and it's like. That's all I remember from the end of it.
We got one Rebirth Crystal. Cool.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I thought the event was interesting. Yeah, the sales sucked.
I was surprised we didn't get a Tapjoy offer wall, only because we got one for Peacemaker, and I was like, why?
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it makes me nervous. It makes me certain. You know what? I don't want to do it.
I think Tapjoy is dead.
I don't think it's dead. It's still active in the game right now.
Yeah, but we're talking about the bonuses, though.
I think the multipliers may be over.
I don't think.
I don't even want to put it out there. I don't want to say it. I don't want to. But
I'll put it out there for you.
You know what's here is what I will put out there. I had noticed it had been a while, and I noticed that some things come up where you think, oh, we should be getting one, and then we didn't. And that's not a big deal. But then after a while, you notice it, and then I forget who it was. I want to say it was Uncanny. Said, Tapjoy's dead. It's not happening. So then, and that makes me think he noticed. And then now that just made me think it's out there. People are noticing it, and now every time there's
I think we're just in a drought. I think.
Yeah,
I'm pure panic mode right now. I'm in pure panic mode.
We got a lot in the fall, like way more than normal, right? Like we got like the Thanksgiving, we got like the 5th anniversary, we got holiday, like we got like a bunch in a row for whatever it was. So I think now they're just kind of chilling a little bit.
One for Easter, like
probably. You think so? Okay,
maybe St. Patrick's Day.
When's the next time you think? Oh, not like so. You said St. Patrick's Day. Okay.
So
if we don't get one St. Patrick's Day, what's the vibe?
St. Patrick's Day is not my benchmark.
Okay, historically, I don't think we have gotten one.
So then, what is one where it happens?
Easter.
Is it Easter? Okay, so if we don't get one at Easter,
when is Mother? That's not till May.
Yeah, so no, it's
April 1st. April before May. April showers, May flowers. That's how I remember the months.
So when did we get? We did get April offer wall. I remember we did get Easter because there was this stupid graphic with like Zatanna or Superwoman or something eggs? That I remember. Yeah, like they had like a bunny hat on or something. It was dumb.
So okay.
So if we don't get a multiplier for Easter,
I like that you get so like they take one element of a character of Zatanna and it's like, oh, she's a magician, rabbit out of the hat, Easter, boom. And like you do not like when they take a character and do stuff like that to them.
So dumb. I want to, for some reason, Superwoman is sticking out of my head is what that graphic is. I have to go back and look.
So I'm just, okay, if April comes, Easter comes, and there's no Tapjoy, do the alarms start going off for you guys?
I'll just ask. I'll just ask them.
Do that, please. Ask them what's up with Tapjoy. Is it still bonus?
I don't think it warrants this kind of reaction.
You want to know what does warrant this kind of reaction, Costly?
What?
We haven't had a Tapjoy since they started selling rebirth crystals.
Okay. That's not true.
It is true.
What do you mean selling? Like they've been selling rebirth crystals. You just mean
they have that new sale. They have that new sale.
The new
like $25 for 3 crystals or something.
I see what you're saying, but you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I mean, he said something. It's not a wrong statement.
So no, I get what you're getting at. We can have Tapjoy and have rebirth crystal sales. You know what? You know what makes those sales good is like a person like me who doesn't want to push like crazy in Siege every month. I can get Garth and rebirth crystals, or like for instance,
it's not those packs he's talking about.
No, it's not those packs. I'm talking about the packs that come with 3 rebirth crystals for 25, 4 rebirth crystals for 50, and then 5 rebirth crystals for 100.
Yeah, and that's that.
We have
like
not
Supergirl just had that one.
Joy. Yep, we have not had a
Those are the new.
But even those packs.
Even with that though, they could still sell us Tapjoy to get gems, and you would still buy the crap out of those rebirth packs.
But you might not if you spent $300 on Olay. You might not buy those packs.
No.
I'm just saying.
If you spent $300 on Olay, you want gems to be able to buy rebirth 5 shards, and you're gonna need those crystals.
Is the game dead? Are they shutting down the game?
I'm just saying, like.
This was the same thing last year. The game's dying. Oh my god,
I don't think the game's dying. I just think that.
Oh my god, like it's
no. I'm just thinking like
I didn't ask if it was dying. I asked if it was dead.
I'm just saying is I noticed it, and
it was like joke and not being fixed.
I'm just saying joke. Oh, no more Tapjoy. And then like it was a joke a while ago, and then we somehow got it, and now I'm getting nervous. And
my point here is I never engaged in Tapjoy until fall of last year. And I was expecting this kind of time in between with Tapjoy. Whenever like I was like, oh yeah, I'll get it on the next one because it's a couple months away. And then a fall hit, and then I like bought my first Tapjoy, and then like a week later there was Tapjoy again, and I'm like, and then it kept going like that, and so it was like, I'm kind of like right now I'm like I could use the gems, but I'm also like,
I think another thing is they maybe this is kind of giving them a lot of credit, but they might be trying to rebalance the economy of the game. Because when you have people out there, I mean, and I've had it, but like when you have 1 million plus gems, you're not spending any money on the new toon packs. You're just buying the 8K packs, right? Like people aren't going to buy the $100 packs if they have 1 million gems.
I have a question for you guys. How often do you think people buy the $100 packs?
A lot.
So, I will say before Tapjoy it was a lot.
Well, anybody outside of the US has to buy them.
I feel like
anybody outside the US has to buy them if they want to get gems and the
I've never bought a $100 character pack.
I bought one for Punchline.
I don't know. I just feel like again, like I'm coming from this is why I call myself a false whale. The only reason I'm able to do the things I do in this game is because of Tapjoy. And remember before Tapjoy and all that, I used to have like 100,000 gems. I never spent my gems. I only ever spent money on the $5 for 5,000 gem deal that came around twice a year. And then when they first started doing the raid packs, that kind of got me spending a little bit. But aside from that, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I feel like you guys buy those packs, so you guys think others. I don't buy those packs, so I don't think others do. So I don't know. Josh, I'd be interested to see the.
There's
numbers.
People that buy Rebirth 1 characters from the $40.
I know you say that, but there's like 2 people that do that.
Yeah, that's not. Pretty
I'm just saying. There's 2 people that do that.
Yeah, but those are
there's probably several hundred. That buy
I call
$100
those.
Pack a month.
You know, I talked about this. Those are outliers, DaBoy. You throw them out of the data set. You're done with them, Anyways,
I'm free to play, so I don't even know what this is.
I just think that you guys spend money on you guys have spent money, $100 packs. You buy them. It's not uncommon.
Never.
I've never. I think there's a definitely. I would say majority don't buy. I'm gonna say that.
I would actually agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
I would say majority don't.
Constantly keeping us up.
Constantly being the one to move us.
Cracking the whip.
So, new segment, month overview. We're basically going to go over what's the schedule for the month and see what everybody thinks about it. If they're excited about any characters being farmable, or if you're going to participate in the events, that kind of thing. So one of the things happening, we got Roz is the PvP completion reward. Is anybody happy about that?
I could care.
Schedule. I could care less.
I don't see this on the schedule, but Costly, to answer your question,
it's right there. It's month overview.
I don't know.
It says go over the events and farmable tunes.
It does say it right there, actually. Roz, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
Who was it just before?
We don't need to have a discussion about the
Black Canary this month.
See,
it still is Black Canary.
I like Black Canary. Who was it before that? Why? I have to know this. I need to know this.
I don't know. I'm thinking about possibly getting some Rod shards.
Was Donna Troy one recently? It had to have been Donna.
Like 5 months ago.
No, not 5 months ago.
Yeah. We don't need to have a giant discussion on this. This is to help also inform people that don't read Reddit posts. All right, Continuing on. All right, and then like the Wraith tournaments, we're gonna have Talia, Batman, Hush, and Naomi, all in order like that to be able to get. Naomi.
Wait. Who?
Which Batman?
Wait, say I missed
Jace.
it. I missed it. Say it again, Costly. I missed it.
Even worse.
Talia, Batman, Jace, Fox.
Talia, Batman, Jace, and Hush.
And then
No. Batman and Jace are one guy.
Okay.
Batman, Jace, Fox.
Just call him Jace. What is happening?
Exactly.
I'm reading the post.
No, but okay, wait. It's Talia, Jace,
Hush, and
Naomi.
It's called a 2D PvP month.
I am looking forward to Talia because I want more shards of her. I am also looking forward to Naomi because apparently she's A tier.
Is she?
That's what I hear.
She's a slow gear for me. She can get moved up if she's good.
3 out of 5 voters slow gear her, but she's A tier.
Yep. Continuing on, showdowns. We're gonna have Man-Bat with the board clear being Superwoman.
Ooh, that's okay. I'll say that Superwoman. I need to pull my game. Is RB 4? How didn't I do the math already? Wasn't it like 90 something? I had to do like 90 board clears.
Board clears, yeah.
But she gets 2. There's 2 events, right?
But I think it was I had to do 90 between each. Like each one had to. I don't know.
No, I think it was 90 total.
90 total.
So 45 and 45.
4B4. Ooh, that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, that's a good one. Like for raid stuff, you know.
If you don't have Superwoman, go get Superwoman.
I guess if we're gonna go over this to help like people that don't read raid posts and stuff, we can be transformative on it as well. Man-Bat, I think he's a decent character.
Useless.
I don't think he's useless.
Should you waste? Like, would it be wasting gems to go after him? I mean, obviously this depends on like your gem stash and your roster.
How much?
But
how many shards you don't get very many shards from these events, do you? It's like 80.
You get decent.
No, you don't.
I think like World's Finest gets like 150, isn't it?
It's not
right.
good.
World's Finest gets like 400.
Okay, but what is top 100 get?
I don't know on showdowns.
160.
160? That's nothing.
Yeah, that's. I mean, but it's like if you don't.
I just pulled that number out of.
Oh, you know what? I'll say this. No, I think it's for top 35. You get. I don't know what you get for top 35. Shoot, because I did it for Batgirl that one way back when, like 2 years ago.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking, because Costly asked, is this a good deal? And I'm thinking, how is this in relation to like buying packs, getting whatever? Like, is it a good deal? Like to spend, let's say, drop 5,000 gems to get 200 shards? I guess that's good.
Yeah. I mean, my point is, if you want to push for him, you're also gonna get Earth 3 lowest lane shards, Superwoman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's great for raids, right? So it's like you're gonna get shards also of that for your gems if you can clear your board. And then past that, we have the Blitz tournaments being energy and female. I don't ever do the Blitz tournaments.
Why?
I just...
It's easy 27 PvP matches.
Yeah, and you get gems. Those are gems, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Because I'm rich. I don't know.
See, guys, this is what I'm talking about whales.
I'm not a whale.
I'm not a whale. Oh, I don't do anything to earn gems. You see, people listening, do you see what I'm around? I'd spend $100 to get milestones cleared. You guys.
Siege, we already talked about Siege. Okay.
But I play those. And I would also spend $100 to get raids cleared.
Kasi, why don't you do the blitzes? If you're a new player out there,
obviously, like if you need gems, go for the blitzes. The blitzes are great. I'm not saying don't do them.
You need gems.
Yeah.
Everyone needs gems.
Everyone needs gems.
They normally like happen at a time where I'm not paying attention to the game. I hardly play Wraith.
The weekend?
Yeah. Look, I play this game to pass time at work. Okay, you think I'm gonna play it during the weekend? No. All right.
Dead game.
All right, continuing on. So the PvE events, we got Roy Harper got the 6th day.
That was a big disappointment.
A bluey.
Obviously, Punchline has the 2 10 days, and then Catwoman has the team challenge. So that's gonna be
fun.
Exciting.
I geared her up last month, and I really like her. I think she's great.
Why do you think?
I'll be happy to get more shards.
Where do you? Okay, so we've had 2 months. Is this back to back, where the 6th day isn't who we wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
you wanted?
No, I don't know.
Actually, I think it's 3 months.
Okay, because I've always said this. Like, some people get upset when they go like, "Oh, it was." Why isn't it Captain Cold? Why isn't it Wally? And I always say, well, there's some people don't have Captain Cold shards, so it's, that's fine. But like,
I would say, Wally would have been the more exclusive tune to put up on the deal. And on this one, Arsenal was a free character, whereas Adam was a siege character, I believe.
No, but I'm talking about the 6th day.
Yeah, no.
On release, he's saying they were free.
Siege,
so they're more
okay,
exclusive.
More exclusive. Okay, I get what you're saying. I wonder what is like we're just wondering and speculating. How do they decide this? How do you think they decide this?
Coin flip.
Roll the dice.
Coin flip. Yeah.
They just 2-face coin flip it.
Yeah.
DaBoy rolls the dice, the 6-sided die to figure out between one or the other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Odd or even.
What's happening right now? Wait. I missed something. There's something I missed here. It's a joke, and I don't know.
Yeah, Zubaz try to come at me, bro.
But yeah. So beyond that, like, those events are cool. I don't need Arsenal shards. I think he was. Like Adam would have been better.
He's not bad. Arsenal's not bad.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal's not bad.
I think they did a good job on his rework. It's just Adam was the more.
Arsenal's not bad, but he's not great.
I'll say this. I think
he's good.
No, Arsenal's good. I think Arsenal's a great tune.
Great.
He's strong. He does a lot of things. He puts a lot of debuffs down.
Is he good or great?
But no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not. Yeah, he's great. Fine.
He's great. He's great tier.
I think Adam is more viable in the current meta, but I think Arsenal goes so well on Nightwing teams, and we all know Nightwing right now is amazing. So I don't think you can go wrong with spending a few gems on Adam. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then continuing on from that, the rest of in the post was the skins. So we have the post-crisis Aqualight skin, which we didn't really talk about on our raid recap. What do you guys think of the skin?
I haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it in game yet, but we saw like the picture of it.
It looks cool.
It's cool. I don't know why they called it post-crisis, because like this character only exists post-crisis.
I don't know.
It's very strange.
It seems very accurate title to me. It's very accurate description.
What it should have just been was New 52, because that's where it came. Because that's not his look now, and I would have preferred that they gave him his look that he has like today. Instead, they gave him like what he had when he first came out, which they ditched after not that long. So I was a little surprised by that, but I think it looks good. I think it's a good looking skin.
Would you have accepted Aqualight Brightest Day skin instead?
Sure. I think
it would have made sense more than Post Crisis.
Does it say Post Crisis in game, or does it say only in the post?
It says it in the post. Not about it in the game. We don't have it in the game yet. It's not out yet.
We'll see. I'm curious to see if it's just the post that says Post Crisis. That's a whole different ballgame. But if it's in the game that says Post Crisis,
we may have to wait like until he's re-released to find that out.
Ooh, all right.
But I think
someone write this down. Someone write that down, and then we'll.
I just did. I did it.
Got it.
And then Hawk Girl Earth 2 looks amazing.
Cool. Oh yeah,
I loved it.
Looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, I like that series. I think it was a good series. The New 52, the Earth 2 series.
I love the New 52 Society. I love it. It's one of my favorite runs in the New 52, and it got such negative reviews. And and also, you know what? It got so bogged down, and then you know what else got in its crossfire that people hated, but it didn't deserve the hate was the Convergence storyline, I believe.
So if you were reading Earth 2, Convergence made a lot of sense and was really
good.
It
was perfect.
If you were everybody else who wasn't reading Earth 2, who had their books interrupted by Convergence for 2 months, you went, what the heck is this thing?
I don't. It was like, it's a thing. Like it sucked because people were like, oh, Convergence stupid. And then they read the Convergence series and like, what the heck is this? Doesn't make it. But you had to be reading Earth. It was literally right from Earth 2 storyline. I don't want to get into it, but.
Yeah,
DaBoy hasn't said
into it. Okay, go.
The Aqualight skin is called Aqualight Post Crisis in game.
How do you know that?
It's a screenshot in the Crime Alley cast.
I can't look at it. Oh, I can look over here.
Okay.
Who sent the screenshot?
I just did.
You did? No,
He went and held down out on the leaderboard.
I'm gonna Photoshop this.
Yeah, I don't. I just.
But to kind of explain, so Josh,
it is.
The reason why like everybody hated on Earth 2 on that book was because Convergence interrupted it. So they were like, "Oh, the book's horrible," because they hated Earth 2 because it interrupted their books.
Well,
but regardless,
is what I'm saying.
That skin is amazing, and then on sale this month we're gonna have the Hippolyta New 52 skin, and John Constantine the Magus.
You know, I just switched out the John Constantine skin. I kind of took what Josh said to heart. I'm like, I've like fallen off it a little bit now.
Yeah,
I think it's still a cool skin, but I just like the other one better.
Yeah,
the basic is so clean. The basic is just so good.
I switched it on stream, right? I pushed it back because I was just like, this is not John Constantine.
Did you go to the basic or the legendary?
I think basic.
I will say the Hippolyta skin is amazing though. I do like that Hippolyta skin. I think I would have rather they've given her
Hippolyta
costume. Yeah,
it's like red and silver.
Yeah, but
what they should have done was given her the battle axe that she has when she has that.
I was just confused where Hippolyta came from.
She's for sale.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was like months ago.
I would have preferred they had given her the Bendis Justice League run suit, which if you haven't seen that looks amazing. It's white, gold, and purple, and she has this big old long spear. It's great.
There's the dark hair. It looks good.
Yeah.
Costly. Are we gonna do our feature request here?
Yeah. So last thing on the list to knock out here, our scrunch. It was a much bigger category, and then we got scrunched down to.
I scrapped a lot of it before this. I came in when we were set up, and I saw it said like new tunes, new. I just said scratch all that. We'll just do.
We just did that. We just did that in the Toonies.
Yeah. No, I agree. But the one thing we didn't do in the Toonies that we could kind of talk about for a moment would be new features or a feature you would like reworked in some way.
That's easy.
So
can I go first?
I think our rules on this where you at least have to have one, but you can have up to 5 different features that you want.
5 at most. That was to rein costly, because when I said this, He was like, "Oh, I got so many ready to go." I was like, "Okay, let's just cap it at 5 max."
I have a whole list right here.
All right, so here I'm gonna jump in because I actually have. So now that you say a feature that we could rework, this is easy
so it's
for
like
me.
Something you could rework or just a whole new thing.
Rework for me, this is easy. Easy answer. It is freaking fix trophies in Wraith. Boom, do it. Make it a set base. If you beat a 45k team, you get 20 points. If you beat a, whatever 35k team, you get 15 points. Whatever. You just base it purely off of the power level of what you're fighting. Has nothing to do with the level of your tunes. If you fight a big team, you get big points. If you fight a small team, you get small points. The best way to get big points is get your tunes bigger. Done.
I have a question for you, Josh. In this
I'm not taking any questions at this moment.
In this magical land where your feature gets put in, can I bring Swamp Thing and still get 3 stars if somebody dies, and Swamp Thing revives them?
I think that's a completely different issue.
Yeah, has nothing to do.
Nothing.
I was just asking because on my list, my Wraith fix just has.
This is one. Costly. This is number 1. This is number 1.
All right, that's one. That's one for Costly. Fix revives.
Yeah.
Shame.
4 left.
It went out like that. All right, 4 to
go. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I wish they would. I don't know how to handle revives. Fine. You know what? If they die and if you have 4 tunes standing by the end of the battle, you get 3 stars. Boom.
That's the way I think it should be. Okay.
There's so much healing me. Can I go next so that nobody steals mine?
Yeah.
Because I actually have 2.
Okay. You're making fun of the fact that I might have more than 1 and you have 2. All right, go.
Well, but you have a whole paper. I just thought
the paper. The top end of the paper is actually new tunes and skins. It's
choose your portrait.
Okay.
Choose your tune portrait, right?
I love how basic we're going with these requests. Nothing.
And a button to gear all. Like all of the gear sets, just like gear all 6. So that when you go from 0 to 11, you can just click gear all. And it goes as high as you can.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I have another one.
Yeah, go for it.
When you're in a match and you want to check the cooldowns on the moves, you click and hold your character, and when it pulls up their info, it shows their little moves in the top. There's plenty of room. And just like how it is in Red Alerts, I mean, the system's in the game. It'll say 2 or 1 or whatever, then okay, this move is cooled down to 2. And this happens to me all the time. And when I'm fighting someone, I'm like, oh, when did they do their move? When can they do their move again? And I would love to see it. And also, they just introduced a mechanic where someone can change a cooldown. Who does that?
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold. And so I would love to go check who got it and who. I don't know. I just think that 100% needs to be in the game.
So on enemy team and your own team.
Yeah,
right?
Just when you click and hold your character, that is one of the stats that comes up. One of the info is the cooldowns on the current moves.
Yep.
All right, Zubaz, let's hear yours.
I think the game is perfect, and I would not change a single thing.
I have another one.
All right, DaBoy has
one.
Fix Stargirl. That's it.
Oh man, please fix Stargirl. You know what? There's been buzz lately. I've had 3 separate people message me and say, I think Stargirl's fixed. I think Stargirl's fixed. You know what I think is going on? It's
a 6% chance. I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I said it, so I'm right. I just think that there is different RNGs or different. It seems to work in certain modes, like the energy blitz. It seems to work there. It does not work in PvE, and I think it's 6% in Wraith. Like in normal PvP, it's 6%, and for whatever reason, these blitzes or things, it's working, and then in PvE, it's just nada. So I don't know what's going on. Zubaz, can you message Reeves?
He's on vacation this week.
Oh, damn it.
I have a list here.
You know what? I will though. I will when I submit feedback on the new tunes and reworks for next month. I will include a special note about Courtney.
Our girl is still broken.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So.
Costly, do you have more or less than 10 on that piece of paper right now?
If I remove ones you guys already took off there by saying it, I have like 8.
So you had 10.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we get four more.
4 to go.
4
to go.
Make them good.
Make them good.
So I would like to see a balance pass, like micro balancing type thing.
Yeah.
I have one more.
Oh wait, I have one.
Wait,
more.
I have one. Costa, I have one.
No, wait, I have one. I have one. No, it's my idea.
No, I have 2. I want to see 2 things.
Hey, wait, you go one and then I go one.
No, I'm just gonna go back to back. I want to see a battle pass in the game, and I want to see a tower, some sort of tower mode in the game, like something new where you
battle pass. Yes, I don't know what you're talking about with tower.
There.
So I'm not down to 6.
Don't steal my things, DaBoy. Battle pass and a tower, some sort of PvE thing where, because I just would like that. Maybe way to get more rewards.
What does that mean?
It means
I have one more.
It's a tower thing
Mortal
where like
combat,
kind of where you like so you
actually
so you take your tunes and then you go up the tower as high as you can. So if the first level is easy-ish, I want it to be hard, and then you climb up, you win, you go to the next one, and then all your cooldowns get reset or whatever, and then you go to the next one, and then if you lose tunes, they start dropping down, and you can either like if you get to a point where you just choose to surrender or keep climbing up, you can go for it. And how high can you climb this tower? And it resets every, like, I don't know. It could be the Tower of Fate has appeared before you. Climb the Tower of Fate. See how high you can get. Soup has his face on ice.
So,
I'm just saying, it would be neat.
Let me expand on this.
I just think it's neat.
Because this was on my list.
The tower? Wait, are you kidding me?
the tower. Oh my god.
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay, Costa, you have 4 left.
Oh, he's got 3. He did micro balancing.
Oh, he have 3 left.
Yeah, no. So I'm.
Wait, can I do one more real quick?
This is not my own. I'm piggybacking off of Josh. So, a monthly tower, like for instance,
technicality, like how they have in Raid, right?
Raid has it. Awakened Chaos Era has it. A lot of these other games have it. So basically, what it traditionally is, like for instance, Raid has 120 floors in their tower, and they have normal and hard versions.
Okay.
Every 5 floors, there's a secret room that you can go off to the side, and it has like special rewards inside of it, but you can only use specific heroes in it. So it'll be like only orcs or only rare spirit champions or like only this. And so it's like for DCL, you could be like only Bat Family, only Kryptonians, only Kryptonian villains, like or like only red Kryptonians. You know what I mean? Like there's only one in the game, it's Connor, but you know what I mean? Like you could do like very specific things. And then every 10 floors is a boss that you have to fight in those games. Now, in this game, I don't know what you would do for a boss. You could just do a really hard level or something. I don't know.
Or just like a boss from Raid. Like a big boss they get to beat up.
And it gets progressively harder as you go up. And the higher you go, the better the rewards get and the harder it gets. And then you're only allowed 10 floors a day. Like you have a set amount you can do every day. And then it's like it's what they call monthly towers. So by the time you get into the month, you should be, if you were at the highest roster level for the game, you should be able to do all secret rooms and be at the 120th floor with the boss beaten a couple of days before the end of the month.
So gear 10.5. Got it.
No, like if they were to make this and it'd be something for today, like today's, especially with the amount of rebirth crystals that are out there and stuff like that, it would have to be like you would have to be required at least like rebirth something to get up there.
Do you understand how hard Zubaz's life would be if they made it that difficult?
And also, I know we say
not because Zubaz can't beat it, but because people would be all over the Reddit.
I feel like this comes up often. This comes up often, and when you talk about like, oh, you just said there's a lot of rebirth crystals out there, you know, so there should be more rebirth. Remember, there is another gate to rebirthing your tunes. And that gate, I think, is so much more difficult than just getting crystals. It's getting the shards. It's hard to get that many shards. It's very hard.
But the way Raid balances that is you have your normal tower and your hard tower. Like most people, like for instance, there's another player in the game. He's in the Owls that plays. He's in my clan with me in Raid, and he plays like very. His roster's evolving, but he's definitely like he'd be like a gear 10.5 player right now, and he can pretty much beat normal Doom Tower, but he can't touch hard Doom Tower. But it's like for me, I beat hard Doom Tower every month, but that's because the way my roster is. So it's like it's in DCL you could do that for it's like the people that are like gear 8 to like 10.5 or whatever could like 10.5 ideally should be able to get halfway through hard Doom Tower and then they'd run into a wall.
That game, how DCL is, that would never happen. 10.5 can do everything right now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
What can't 10.5 do? Just Siege?
It's harder PvE content is what I'm saying.
But is that how it is right now? Is 10.5 is only limited to Siege right now? Is that where they only struggle?
They probably could do well with Siege. It's just typically that the 10.5 players don't
spend
want
the gems.
Spend.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Yeah.
Kasi, you know what else is killing me right now?
What?
Thank you. You just that whole time you were talking, half your face was cut off.
So DaBoy, you had something you were gonna say.
I forgot.
Okay, cool.
Wasn't important. I remember.
Say it.
Oh, okay. If you could, so like, you know how when we're raiding and we have to like keep tapping our phones to like spawn bosses. Yeah. If I could just like have a slider that says run 50. What's it called? Node 3 on chapter 8, and just click go, and then it spends the energy, and then I get my raid bosses for 50
you
matches.
could you could be like, charge me for like 30 battles and give me whatever bosses would come out of that. So like it still runs the RNG and everything, and
I don't like it.
No, it's great.
I don't like it.
Great.
No, I think it's silly.
I like that.
I think you're silly.
I think this portion is meant for good ideas, and that wasn't one.
Yeah, Tower
is a good idea.
Tower of Fate.
That was just good. That was extra. That was extra. That was extra.
Okay. I'm silent here because I'm taking detailed notes that I can pass on to the team. Don't worry. Don't worry.
To never do.
And that was it for me.
That was all your.
I mean, I have other things on here, but they're not. I don't.
Okay.
You said good ideas, so he stopped listening to ideas.
I mean, like some of the other ones are like less bug fixes, or sorry, less bug.
Less. Okay, so Costly now wants to break the game entirely. Okay.
Came up with one while we were talking about ideas.
Zubaz,
I combined 7 and 8 there.
I want to hear Zubaz.
7 was less bugs and 8 was bug fixes. So
do you guys remember Jumanji? How they're like playing the game and like
where are we going? Like, where are we going with this?
Like, I want Jumanji mode for DCL where like you're playing the game and like the characters come out, the Tower of Fate appears before you, the red alerts flash in your room and everything. Like I want it to be a more immersive experience. I think the game right now is great. I love it. But if that were the one thing that I could change to make it that full 4D situation, I would prefer that.
I agree.
Here's my tower idea, okay? Let me just hammer this in one more time to try to get it in there, because as we said, Siege it ends on a Sunday. There's 3 nothing days. No, Wednesday. Yeah, and then raids start on Wednesday. That's where you put the tower. It appears the Tower of Fate has appeared right when Siege ends. The Tower of Fate has appeared before you. How high can you climb? Deeper. The Tower of Fate appears before you. How high can you climb it? And then that's it. And then you do that 3 days to get it done, and then raids start.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There, see? This is good ideas.
My thing is Jumanji mode takes like a day to happen, and then you need like a day to clean it all up because it's
no.
So...
Okay, obviously, if you watch Jumanji, you know that once you beat the game, it cleans it up for you.
Yeah, because it takes like the day or so to do.
You don't need to clean. You don't need to clean it.
Well, we'll see. There's bugs. There's
okay.
Jeez.
All right. We did good.
A roadmap would be cool. That'll never happen.
Oh God, would a roadmap be cool?
That new game, DC Heroes versus Villains. That game isn't even out yet, and they released a roadmap this week for the rest of the year.
Yeah, like make a roadmap. Oh my goodness, that would be.
You don't even. It doesn't even have to be like a detailed roadmap.
No, it doesn't.
Just like a. It just like it. It could just be a
it's not like
roadmap.
they don't have to reveal what the characters are for every month. They
reveal the roadmap of fate.
The road has appeared before you.
I'm just saying it's a good idea, and we're gonna get some good comments. People saying, "Yeah, that is a good idea, Josh."
No, we're not gonna get any comment because if anybody listened this far,
they're in for a treat.
I might even tell them to just fast forward to this point.
Gear 12. Whoa! Have you guys noticed Kaz has been slowly slipping in extra?
Yes.
Okay, you were cut off at 5, and he's trying to slip it in every now and then.
He's like number 7.
Yeah, he's going for it.
I've actually been jumping back and forth. That one was number 2. The one before that was 10.
All right. So, I think this is a good spot.
I think it's a great spot.
To hang up the cans and stop this episode. Did you guys notice anything on the screen?
Yeah. That's the name of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong.
We are the
Historic and I came up with a plan where we're all going to have cat filters to do a whole episode as cats.
I'm down for that.
I'm down.
Just remind her, like, I'm not a cat. I'm a person.
I'm okay with it, just as long as I don't have to have an actual cat. I'm allergic, so it wouldn't work well.
That's sad.
All right.
Plus, I'm a dog person, so.
You can be why do dog people do that? Dog people. I feel like dog people.
Human person.
No, I feel like dog people are always like cat people are like, oh, I love cats. Oh, and I love dogs. And then dog people are always like, oh, I love dogs. Ooh, cats.
A misrepresentation of cat people. What are you talking about?
I'm a cat person and a dog person.
You are an animal person if you like dogs and cats. All right. This is like a Sony versus Xbox war. Don't get into it.
Headline: Costly doesn't like animals.
I did like when I was in raids this weekend, and like I was like looking where our alliance is ranked. All the like logos when you scroll through, they're all like super serious, and then the 1500 one is that stupid fat like smiling cat. It makes me laugh all the time. Oh, this game!
I just came up with another feature.
You can't. No.
Cut. Josh's camera just.
Damn it! All right, we are done for today. I think this was actually a very fun episode.
This is a great episode.
It was fun. I don't know who's gonna get to this point in the episode.
Did you guys know that Talia Ricci played Silver Banshee on Supergirl?
Who?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
she's beautiful. I love her.
From Supergirl. Yeah. I remember that.
I'm like I'm on the Silver Banshee train.
This whole time, Zubaz has just been looking up, googling Silver Banshee.
I'm gonna get Zubaz a Silver Banshee body pillow.
I was like, oh, and now she's great, and then she's married to Robbie Amell, and I'm like, oh, well, what does he have that I don't have? It's like, we've been doing a lot over here while y'all are like planning the Tower of Fate.
Yeah,
I had my one good idea, and then the rest of it, I was just like, oh, let me find more about it.
Oh man, oh boy. All right, let's. DaBoy, you were leading this, so you send us out.
Wait. Down in the comments.
I swear to God, if you try to slip in one more.
down in the comments, let us know if you would be for a Tower of Fate style.
That's exactly what that's yeah. All right.
No, Costly's gonna go in the comments and comment like 5 more suggested changes.
I'm gonna put it in the video description.
All right,
everyone.
Restart this.
If you made it to this part, this is the best part.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to hear DaBoy's outro again in here in a little bit after,
The DaBoy outros are the best outros.
Did you make one?
The most exclusive outros
he hasn't made one yet.
No.
Boy, it takes 5 minutes.
Can you guys let me finish? Can I finish?
No, we're
not talking.
Building suspense for the audience.
We're literally, you asked that, you said, "Can we finish?" And we all stopped talking.
If you made it this far, we appreciate you. We appreciate you anyways, but we extra appreciate if you listen all the way through the end, because obviously you get to see all the cool stuff at the end of the episode when we're all getting a little delirious and start talking about the Tower of Fate appearing in front of us. Thanks for watching the Crime Alley Cats podcast. And we'll catch you guys all again in 2 weeks, because we're going to be more consistent. It's going to happen.
And also,
you get a bonus episode, right?
Yeah. And also, we have a
special
movie review. Snyder Cut coming at you.
Snyder.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Anyways,
we're going to finally do the Snyder Cut.
Bye, everybody.
No, it's Snyder Cut.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching the Crime Alley cast. Hit the like button, give us your rave reviews in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell for updates on future episodes. If seeing our dashing faces makes you self-conscious about your own patchy facial hair, check out the audio-only version, available on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Podbean. And don't forget to check us out live streaming DC Legends and other games throughout the week using the links below. See you next time, Gotham.